Not everyone can just be a pack rifler. You kind of have to divvy up those roles between the teams before it gets into descends into chaos, and that kind of takes a really skilled IGL. If it is Carson, we'll have to see how it goes, because it could be difficult if you're having a lot of incredible players on a squad that want to go for these picks, want to go for these kills. Is it going to come down to who's going to get there first, or is it just going to be all out madness?
That's honestly a great way to click into this Dust2. A great Dust2 we just came off of. Onik and Swingers down south. That was a beautiful one. Onik taking a 2-0 look over here. There's nothing guaranteed in the server tonight. You may assume that Nouns would be, just that seed would be one click ahead. It's getting info at advantage tonight. Marky serves up top, serves a good look, and gets a little bit of respect back from Nouns, who put their first smoke in place for a long crawl.
They're going to be able to get up there in time. A nice kill from Peeping with a 250, P250, I think, actually forced into that. He has the utility as well. I think getting info have already rotated on over to cover the dropped player of Marky. Carson getting very up close and personal with it. Junior is going to take a double. That's A-site done. They have to just fight through mid. Cryptic trying to find these heads. A dink down, but the dualies reign supreme, and so does Dia.
So Fang already having a tough time in this getting info jersey. This pistol round is not gone his way, but let's see if Mr. Danny Diaz got anything for us, trying to serve up a couple of kills. Can't find a look through CT. Now serve up a harsh blow. With this quick fight, it's Peeping that gets a second, and these P250s are absolutely just serving punishment in this pistol round. But just briefly in our green room, I know that, we briefly mentioned to each other how from the last time, I know that we both saw this man, Junior, his rating has gone through the roof.
You always want to see that. Always want to have ratings go through the roof. You want to improve as a player, and if it's this team that's working for him, to see how they play here tonight. Fang able to at least save the dualies on over, but how much you're going to be able to get out of that? Forcing into this, getting info. They're putting everything they can into taking this round away from Nouns. Ooh, a little bit of spot of a leg. Cryptic just jumping up and down. Junior kind of playing with the double there. Dia is able to find it.
That's a great look up onto it. And they just can pass over. Not checked by Dia again. Peeping goes out to clear the lane. It can just walk this up confidently, because they know it would be difficult for Dia to strike twice, but it's happened before. And they give it the respect, and it deserves to get back to the positioning desired. Dia still on this prowl. And the entire spot is here. That's that first smoke put up in the flash to go. Tagged once.
Oh, with the kill. Lightning does strike twice. Cryptic now just going to have to walk around this smoke, not feeling very safe about it. Bomb is going to get planted. Getting info. They kind of have all the positioning here. 3 in long, 2 rotating through B. They want to take this, they can. At least get an AK out of it. Do some damage. Long range Mac-10. They're slowly making their way up here. Ecclesia finds a head first. They're able to pass over. They're over on ramp.
Oh no. Walking on the way up, no kid is the problem. Classia gets 1 kill, hopped onto the bomb. It should be Shane putting this first round on the board for Nouns. If this defuse can get on the way, it's going to be tight, but he should be able to do it. The force pays off, and Marky and Shane survive.
With AKs, no less. Is it weird saying your name up there?
It's more of an admiration for the fellow Marks. Because, I told you, this guy I'm quite a fan of. And honestly, with an AK in hand, I think he's about to show you exactly why.
Sounded the alarms.
It was so difficult in our first series to get those checks today.
Okay, I heard that you said words, and I heard that you said a sentence, but none of those words computed with my brain.
All good. The internet has been tough tonight. All across the nation, man. I had a storm that whipped me off of my broadcast last week, but they've been kind to me recently.
You had no Wi-Fi for like a couple of days. I'm like, where's Marky? You're like, no Wi-Fi.
That was tough for me. I had to reconnect with the nature. Oh goodness, this is being 1-1. Trying to get this run boost out. If Dia can serve up around with it, maybe Nouns can too.
Okay, decided against it.
Oh my gosh, what was that from Dia? He's just serving him up. That's 3, barely out of the contact, and it's about to be a 4th. Thank goodness they cut up to him. That was about to be illegal, but Dia and Shane, back to back. We've said that plenty of times before, and they clean up just coming up to catwalk right there.
Yeah, interesting from Nouns there, kind of grouped up on Cat. Looked like their plan went awry, or just there really wasn't one that was airtight in a way. Run boost getting canceled or something at least, not having the utility, not having a long lurk, but what can you do with just pistols? Not much. Or at least just without armor. Okay, another boost. They love their boosts here.
We've seen a variety of them already yet. But it seems like getting info, draw a bit of patience into the round for Cryptic and Co. Go ahead and do their due diligence, get control of these lower tunnels. And now can really send in forward to kind of complete into what will be a comfortable place into the round to go ahead and find a way to make this call.
Flash on the Cat. Cryptic just looking for some space here, taking it away from the CTs, but Smoke is going to keep them away just for the time being. Getting info, they're so deep into long. There's like really nothing Rush can do without getting aggressive to get them off of those angles, but peeping. Trying to do his job, making his way through mid, slowly peeking through these angles. They're taking this very slow. It's 40 seconds left on the clock. Someone's going to have to do something. It looks like it's going to be Marky, a nice molly, just to cut off peeping for the rest of his team. They run tons.
This is going to be insane to deal with at this point. Thank goodness they have another smoke in the belts.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little bit of a gap, though.
23 seconds. Gotta go. Gotta go. And Classia and Rush, they trade out 1 for 1. Clear out this B side, thankfully, and then get the bomb down. It seems like this Getting Info squad is interested in a bit of a retake. This middle fight, that could potentially happen. You see Fang walking it down. This could go into Cryptic Kit's territory soon. Right around the corner from this, Cryptic sees his way. They motion him back into CT. Ooh. Shane right above this on catwalk will have a free kill. This retake is on for Getting Info.
Or is it? This is interesting and confusing. Rush now just in lower, trying to keep Dia away. Looks like they're just very, very slowly creeping up, trying to get some exits or something. The timer is out. Fang is right next to doors. He's going to meet up with all 2 of these players here, Junior and Peeping.
Oh, goodness. Oh. Maybe a little bit too active. Trying to thin the herd at the end. The gun for Fang right now would probably be pretty dang sweet, but they'll go ahead and just rebuy on that slate and see to the end of the Getting Info funds.
Now tied up here. Ooh. I really like these scouts. No rifles. I'm going to continuously buy into his scout. Very different from South American Dust2. Oh, that's a clean trade.
Oh,
Marky,
no way.
Keeping them up. Wow.
Another 1v1 potentially served on the Classia. No way a third here for Marky. Classia just stows that away, but Not a great look in the early fights here.
Oh.
Want to recover one of the weapons. It's just not plausible at the moment. I have a feeling that Dia is going to feel the need to disrespect here in a moment, but he doesn't need to push the smoke too. That's an easy frag he's got onto Calassia, and it's in session for Cryptic as well down below from Fang. You can see from each point, it is just so dang deadly. It's just a Junior to try and separate, and you know what? Apples, your wish is finally granted. He's on that rifle, but not for long.
This is interesting from Nouns. They are continuously peeking upper tons onto B, not thinking that Marky's off the angle at that point, right? Granting him those 2 kills and almost a third. They do back up in time, but Dia's like, all right, let's disrespect this. Let's keep getting more aggressive over towards tons. They keep peeking. Let's just kill them. And it works.
Bit of a thought towards Lawn. Oh no, that nade so deep. Dia goes for a double, and now Fang just gets to dip in, and it doesn't even have a second thought. Apples, what the hell is Getting Info gotten and pulled together with this edition?
All I know is that I almost said Dia should be our player to watch.
Yeah, I did say that, didn't you?
I did say that. I did say that. I was like, no, I'll go towards Ecclesia. We'll go with your friend, your buddy,
my
your
friend.
Favorite.
Now you're serving me up as biased. That's crazy. I will say that.
No, you're not biased.
Hey, there was a time when Junior was, serving up that our boy was the player to watch back at Fragacago 2024.
Ooh.
We were both there. In the post-game interview, I got to talk to Junior, and I mean, he said that Dia was the man on the way up. I mean, if he said there was any opera in the region to look out for, it was this man, and Junior's finding out exactly why at the moment. Thankfully, in Chicago, Junior was able to get the better of him, but we'll see if that remains the story tonight. Obviously, it's all a very funny affair. Obviously, Peeping was on the other side of that thing, and now he's on Nouns, and
everyone's so mixed.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Everyone's everywhere. They're all besties. Everyone's good friends, right?
Yes.
Getting Info not wanting to take their eyes off of Long here, anticipating a crunch. Some players taking a look over towards Cat. Util swapping back and forth. Peeping just trying to get up here. Oh, the long battle has started. It has commenced. Shane able to find it. Fang following it up, and that's bomb dropped.
Oh, a Molotov just on the other side of that door. It's going to be hard for Junior to fight back. But they're so far up on the side. Hold on a moment. Fang is going to keep them online. 6 health and an AK. Headshots is what he's good for. Let's see if he can just keep himself up for another moment. 18 seconds. 18 seconds. All he needs is one more kill. And that it is Carson to swoop in and just put the cap on it, though. Getting Info had that thing in drive since the start.
We're revving up the engines.
Oh no, it's been revved up. He has AVP. What are we gonna
do? He has long spawn.
Okay,
he's going for a long
tech pause
pick.
To stop him if there's anything that they can. Whew. Goodness gracious.
Dia's going incredibly well for Dia. It's like...
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty hard roster to stop you guys. I'm not sure what we were thinking putting it together. Look, man, I was going to make... at some point, I was going to have to make the joke, right? I'll make it now of referring to how funny it is. And they've all played each other in the history. Like Snap is watching this somewhere and is like, oh, it's funny. This is my entire other team, and we played this team before in that same final, but I can serve that up, dude. He's probably concerned about playing this team back with the Blue Jays. I know that it has not been, it's been going pretty well for them on the concern of their results here, but I know that Getting Info side would certainly be a challenger for them when that does serve up. That's got to be scheduled sometime here. in the future.
In the future, yes.
Wonder what the problem is.
What event are you most excited about this year? Counter-Strike Global, anything.
Well, I would say that we're getting up to a pretty nice margin for it. You know, ESL Challenger League North America is a pretty good event. Season 49 specifically, season 50 is probably going to be even better. But
Oh yeah.
look, right? I mean, we all know that within the North American space, obviously, a lot of people are heading to Vegas soon for Fragadelphia with, I mean, more than just North American competition out there to make it
NIP,
NBK's new lineup. It should be a pretty nice look in for a lot of teams trying to run these VRS points, right? And I mean, right here, this is a pretty nice matchup that you have here in between 2 and 3, right? Between our Challenger League teams, seeds 2 and 3, but also they're so neck and neck in these VRS ratings. They need these points right here to show it up, and Dia doesn't even need to see Classia to rip him out of this round. Marky soak more quickly on to Cryptic, and look, it's not going to slow down. It's Shane with a double, and they're bowling downhill right now.
To be fair, it is just pistols that you're going up against, but that is a nice round to get you started off here. Junior just looking for a Tech 9. Oh, it's a little bit in a danger spot, but he's able to pick it up without any noise. Pushed on over. Easy peasy Nouns lemon squeezy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't that. I mean, it is that kind of a sentiment at the moment. This is a breeze for getting info. And it's just not looking like it's going to stop. I mean, I was talking about this Dust2 to be the perfect place to finally get a look into. I mean, before getting info was in a point of limbo, and they were still basically 3 and 4 in Challenger League. You didn't know what the future was of this squad, but they were still winning. They never stopped, and now with one roster move, they don't even need an organization to get along. They'll get along just fine themselves.
Ooh. That's an opener and a half. Marky in kind of a precarious spot, though. Clegy is able to at least get that trade. Getting info, they are all over. Nice flash into mid, but this boost from Fang is going to really help Carson out. Peeping just trying to get something done. Oh, could have caught someone on a timing here. Oh, it's served up to him on a platter, but Dia, so quick with the trade, so quick with the op. Is he going to expect Rush right around the corner? He does, but Rush is able to grab it. Take it away from him. 3v3. Nouns have the upper hand for the first time. This could be it. Fang and Carson, they're split up, and the bomb's moving its way toward Cat. Fang's about to be neck and neck with Rush.
The new addition to the cast. Looking like he is just so interested in this smoke, and that would be the appropriate place to crawl. But lost his timing.
Oh my gosh.
Macy into the way. Found something in that smoke. You just had to put both hands on it. Rush deletes Fang before he gets to present his little tricks about it. I think I hear a couple of clicks in the chat. Gotta be a conversation happening about that one, but the major winner on the way back at Long Doors, and he has got that third round.
All right. Yeah. He probably saw his gun, right? Or a foot. Or something, right?
I don't know, man.
Game sense.
Just had a wit about it. This man, Rush, has been doing it a long time. And you want to know why he gets a couple of brownie points from me? He's a Wisconsinite.
Why?
He gets
all
of the plus rep for that.
Like the cheese. Oh, Junior. Oh, saw the head. Carson able to get it out with his life. Not for long. The nades going back and forth. Rush fighting his own battle here in top mid.
Oh, and he's going to turn this corner. You're not getting away this time, Fang. Not through the smoke. Not through a molly. But Dia up top, and he wants to punish. Posted. Ooh. Lets his former teammate get out of his hands. Carson with a
You can
little
expect
support, though.
Carson.
Marky's right here, Apples.
Junior's still looking for an entry onto the site before anything happens. Bomb still sticking away with him as well. Oh, Cryptic double up long. That's going to make getting info a little antsy. Going to make them want to walk away. Junior with a nice trade. Marky just sitting and waiting. And oh my gosh, he could dismantle this all. The bomb has to run away over towards mid. He does get mollied out of position, but Nouns kind of have this for them.
I don't believe Mr. Marcus will have a chance into this one, but I've been proved wrong before. Has a kid, has a Molotov, and Classy & Co. want to do everything that it requires to get ahead of getting info. The long plant, and doesn't seem like Marky will get a fair chance into it, so he'll save away the gun, and through Cryptic's huge finds at long, the IGL takes it into his own responsibility to go ahead and steal this 4th round.
He's able to retrieve the op, though. That's still big. That's still huge. Getting info. They're going to be able to buy into this next one. Carson and Marky sitting on lots of funds for the rest of their team.
I mean, that's like fine, right? You get
Yeah.
Dia this gun. Carson buys. Drain the entire bank account, Marky. Getting info, you invest in this round, there's a good chance you take it. Oh, poor Shane. On FAMAS era, actually, we stand. That's huge. How can they be stopped?
I want to say this. Oh, I will say it later. Fresh with a nice opener.
Oh,
Cryptic.
no.
Oh my gosh. Fang and Shane. Long is down. Dia's left alone and does have the op,
Goodness
but through
gracious.
the smoke. What is going on with Nouns here? It's completely turned on its head. Marky left alone once again. He saved last round. Might as well go for it so his team's still the same kind of economy.
That was
All
quick.
right. That was quick.
That was easy.
That was, easy peasy.
Talk about how it was going south for Nouns. Well, they turned that ship around quickly. I mean, all of a sudden you're 1 square away from a tie game, and you know what, Apples? I mean, it just didn't feel right when getting info was, you know, seeing that far ahead this early into the game. But it certainly does not feel right that they're able to muster this much firepower together. It seems like all cylinders are really pressing off. It doesn't really seem like Carson has really been into that category. But hey, man, somebody's got to do the dirty work.
Yeah. Someone's got to hold the FAMAS. Junior here just waiting for the timing for the smokes on over to the B side. Rest of Nouns just kind of hankering away and lower, making their presence known, keeping the CTs away at bay, knowing that they're on a strange buy.
The encompassing B hit will not see into
sometime.
a Molotov. This is to clear out close. Rush wants to make sure it's all going to be covered. Carson, he is going to see out to this molly here. Could take a couple of these ticks. Marky, can he get in position before they get out of the smoke? Rush doesn't even take chance. You get all the way out of that contact. Junior to put the bomb down, getting info, seeing to an impossibility to go for a retake in this. But last round, have your wits about it. He's in T-spawn is the comm.
And boost over.
Oh, goodness.
What is going on? What is Junior cooking here? Fang, very, very close. Do a little bit of damage, but honestly, this is an ironclad bomb site. And that's the half. Now is able to tie it up after a not so great first half of the first half. But you know what, Marky? I think they need a little bit of break, and so do we. So we'll be right back after a halftime break.
Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down. I keep it on track. It's the same day with no problems. I keep rising from the bottom. Cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now, and then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now, and then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it. No problems.
Well, it's right at our expectations. Maybe too much at our expectations. We are at a tied game here, as we knew this one was going to be close, but we still don't have a teetering a direction. A second pistol round we are already up for, and we're up for another batch of these long fights. But hold on, we have Junior trying to cut up middle, but that is a op engagement without the scopes, and Dia takes down Junior.
Great first pick. Getting info, kind of taking it slow, just going down mid, cat just a little bit, and Rush is reading this well. Dia getting caught out with util in his hand, Cryptic following it up with another. Oh, it's a little bit sticky, but Marky does fall as well. Carson and Fang left alone, kind of sandwiched in different parts of the map, but lots of damage on these CTs. Locks can do a lot. Carson finds the first.
Oh, he just gets hit in the face
Molly
with the
as
Molly.
well.
But wait a minute, they're all flashed, and Fang can farm! We know he can! Last player, low health, but the kid on the backs, and Rush has to stand up. Has to get tricky behind this smoke.
Find a pistol with anything. No, you can't get tricky if you're just going to die there, Fang, with an incredible 3K round to take it back.
Welcome to Getting Info, Fang. You are welcome here anytime. You're providing 3Ks and the difference in the game just like that. Getting Info have a chip into the second half with the pistol round that's going to mean a whole lot, but we're not done with this just yet. It's Getting Info that is going to be challenged just early. A couple of 5.7s with their names on them.
See a lot of damage done with a 5.7.
But they're respecting him.
Yeah. Well, too much.
You didn't see Peeping go back from lower on the smoke. Marky just in this position. This is no backup for Cryptic, so he's going to have to win this fight. He has to win this fight. It seems like Peeping is just seeing his engagement in. Oh, a dink onto Marky, but just going to be this free kill brought back for Peeping. But what? What is it worth? A Mac 10 that's going to be dropped. Not worth its weight in gold, but Peeping can just provide chaos here, can just try and split the gap, but it seems to be literally sense and literally flushed out of the ring. It's Fang that gets 2 out of the end of that, and this thing is looking scary in the second half.
Gulp. Gulp.
I
Are you
am.
gulping? Are you gulping?
I have like a different anxiety tick, but I'm right there with you because this one is.
Oh.
Yeah, I could gulp as well. I'll try and.
Oh, what's your no? What's yours? It's just I
It's
almost
usually
said
gamer
gulp.
raging. It's usually getting that out. But right now, nothing to be frustrated about yet, right? Just one kill. It's just one. The Cryptic is still pretty close to Carson.
He wants to get active here. He wants another player down. Carson not granting him that. Nice trade and lots of damage onto Junior. The flash not connecting. Shane's gonna help him out as well. Dia's already on Cat. They have the site. Don't have CT,
And
though.
he is just like a
Ooh.
pug. He wants to get it done. Feed him the ecos. Oh, and you get punished. Not against peeping. Oh, but Shane gets it down.
Yes, again. All right, who's gonna go next? Who's going next into the Clasia fire? Back and forth, back and forth. As an AK gets picked up.
That's a pretty good damage, though, in the retrospect, especially where Marky and Carson are going to have to be careful about this bomb in the way out. But Nouns with 3 kills off of a couple of upgrades. But it's 3 rounds to the advantage of getting info since the start of the second half. He started the first half well. We know that for a fact. And Nouns didn't lag behind for so long.
Maybe with a buy, maybe with an AK, we'll see something different from Nouns. Long control has been lacking, but they've only been on puzzles for the time being. Junior op in hand, finally. The T-Molly getting juggled back and forth.
So, I got this from our friend, Why Not FPS, friend of the show. Apparently on his team, they would call it a super molly. Because, I mean, significant difference nowadays. I believe the squatty formerly coach will be in attendance at that Fragadelphia event with some European faces on it. This is a quirky little boost start of this, and Rush gets out with a little bit of respect on that, stays out of it. Actually only on 87 health, so he got out perfect.
Oh, so quickly PP's able to follow it up with another. I want to say, that is one of the most incredible angles to be taking on CT side, right next to that blue box, because you can see them, you can peek out, you can shoot, and you can also hide behind that box angle, because they can't shoot through that. There's no, what's it called? Through the wall. You can't get anything through the wall there. It's impenetrable. So being able to hide back in there, and especially a boost, was so incredibly good for them. Junior on this angle. Shot's gonna miss. Molly a little bit wide. Still gonna let him stay on that angle, but Diaz answering it back. So is Carson, and so quickly this lead for Nouns has fallen.
Got to be respect to these retakes eventually. There's so much commitment in these ideas. There's that fourth, 2 players you know towards catwalk. That is the cost of it, but you're smoked out. And that's when you have to realize that there's one more tail end to this, and now there's a new possibility. Rush with that kill, and the brief turnaround that you saw from Clasia, the brief consideration. But even with all that damage on the extremity, it's double digits that getting info are going to be delivering on 4 in a row, no less, on the way out of this Dust2. But good luck, Shane. Oh, but they're good.
Oh, good.
And Carson gets an op over
that's
for
the
Dia.
angle. This is the angle I'm talking about. This one right there. You can hide. It's really good. But if you get mollied out, then you die, you know? Or if they shoot you first, then you die,
It's a CT molly. And you're like, this is fine. That's why you gotta pick up your super mollies, chat.
I'll have to analyze that and think about it, and I'll come back to you.
I appreciate it.
I'll put my nerd glasses on.
Smoked out at long doors, smoked out at upper. What kind of life is this?
That's a T smoke, too. They double smoked that long doors. Rush is so tucked in. Still looking to make something happen here over on this B site. But Nouns not giving them anything quite yet. Staying deep within the trenches, but all the util has already been used over on this B site.
Classia just trying to give respect in the anchor spots like we talked about, a new face for the young man. But a new face into this round, about a minute into this thing and getting info. I see 2 smokes spent towards upper. They know you're going to be quite empty here in a couple different retrospects, and I mean, the only side that really has all of that is this A bend. Right, your peeping going to be actually spammed out. Fight won by Marky, and now they're going to be extending this. Cryptic, Classia, they're trying to whip into the spread, and they do. It's a double from the IGL, and the newest member of Nouns goes down, so traded out into a 2v2, but Shane Knifehold gives space to Junior.
Yeah, and they're already so close. Right at door. Dia with his eyes down towards tons. Looks like they're trying to enter in through door. No utility, just one flash. Shane's good for one. It's all down to Dia, and he hits the shot. Incredible work from getting info. They slowed it down. While lots of work done for Nouns at the beginning, it just did not work in tandem. The two were able to clutch it there.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in a row. They put that down, Apples, even through 1v1s. You see how Nouns makes it so close in a couple of these proposals? Well, getting info, they have other thoughts. I don't know
Nouns.
that you're going to be seeing that second life out of this second half. You have no idea. Set down a line with that AWP. Dia gets smoked out and can't do the damage now, but Nouns have even less resource in 18 than they did in the previous.
Peeping, playing around the smoke. You can hear them jumping around in mid, just waiting patiently. Do they walk through this? Fang's gonna look for this angle. He's able to find that headshot. It's a huge kill. Junior's still working alongside over in CT spawn, but how much can you do with just a scout against an AK? Have to find this headshot. Oh, just narrowly missing each other.
Junior has a scout here. Heavy lifting is going to have to come out of the smaller of the two arms. It's Classia that stays close with an MP9. Thankfully, Rush is just close within a rotator's distance. And, oh, they're going to need him. They're going to need him big time, and he's not online. Carson, Dia, and Marky all sound in the way through for likely 6 in a row. And you know Cryptic is not going to have a say in the way back in. They are running him down like a pack of wolves, and he won't get a moment to breathe. Fang gonna be on the other side, and you can just hear the young IGL waiting for his doom. This has been quite a destruction of the second half.
6 rounds in a row. They have found Nouns not finding anything, and in this last round, they really don't have that great of a buy. They don't have the rifles. They just have a scout still on Junior. This is not what you want to see. When you're trying to fight against this, you need to fight 6 rounds in a row to be able to win this out. It's looking dire for them. Rush getting very aggressive there. Molly is going to do a bit of damage, but he does get subbed. Okay, 2 kills, 1 blinded. That is a huge for Nouns. They're going to be able to act on this. Carson getting mollied out, and a flash is going to work as well.
It's like $1,800 put in his bank account, along with the nightmare that you just put towards 3 bodies. Shane and Dia, they'll hold on for an entire minute 15 downs. They say give us your worst. They want to do as much damage as they can. Promptly boosted up again right behind the smoke. You're not going to get this look onto Shane, rather. Dia's in T-spawn trying to get this thing out of it as quickly as they can, rather as safely.
Another boost here, another smoke. just to add fire to the flames, or I guess smoke to the flames that Getting Info had the last 6 rounds. No info has been getting. They have no info. They're not getting any info. No info. Got.
They don't even need the info. Wouldn't make the difference right now. However, in this game, it's sort of been without the respect. They go back, they get the shots down. They just hold their scopes in again. Dia turns it away on the back end, has to play a little bit of chicken with this AWP, and you know that he will just get out with at least 2 shots that are clean as ever. Peeping and Rush will be without guns in the next round.
All right. Okay. All right. The early aggression towards long. Early fights, taking it against Getting Info. They still have 4 more rounds to go to be able to bring this back to its tie. 5 more rounds? 4 more? 5? Counting. It's going to be flashes out towards long. There's only one player here. It's just Junior, and he is leaving this angle, waiting for Nouns to get active. Just a simple smoke is making Getting Info slow it down over here.
Completely smoked out. They kind of reorganize for a moment, realize they could sway back into a little bit of his attention short. No real strain to that. Getting Info at this point of a little bit of leeway. Not economically, but I got some rounds to work with if this thing does not completely fall to their grasp so quickly. Especially at the point right now we're Getting Info, rather Nouns have so much information. They have 4 players just draped on that A side.
It's so interesting. Like, no one's been dropped. No one's been killed. Getting Info, they are taking their sweet time here. And while that happens, the rest of Nouns are just getting into place, getting ready for anything else. 3 are in CT. Another molly out towards the ramp. They are dumping all their utility on them, but still have a little bit more in store as well.
2 players just back to back right at this double box, and a molly on the ramp. So much time here, so little to work with in the sense of these shots have to come down, but there's 4 that have just met the dirt. Classy is all that's alive, but is finally capped through the smoke. Clipped out of this Dust2. It was Nouns that only found 1 round in that second half. A deafening put out, a shove that really it was Fang that put that into form with the pistol.